again, I'm making this series because I just feel like there's not a lot of people who say like things that they're getting rid of. I feel like people are embarrassed to talk about it. So I'm using this channel to like say what I'm getting rid of um because it is not of God or whatever. So today's topic is clothing, and then we have one or two miscellaneous, which I will show you. So let's just get started. This top. Now, I do have to wear or actually, no, I don't I? So this top, it seems like there's nothing wrong with it. It's just too tight, and I really don't want to, like, how do I say this? It goes way too much under here, and it goes really tight on my stomach, and I'm just like, this is like the perfect size, like this is perfect, but this one's just way too tight. So, well, and it's see-through, so I have to like put something underneath. That's what I have to do. That's why I have to wear a tank top under. I forgot about that. Next is this. So you can't really super duper tell that how long it is, but it's just not long enough for my personal modesty standards that I like have for myself. And then the V-neck, I always have to wear like a tank top underneath, and I'm really trying to not have to wear tank tops underneath my clothes because I feel like it's so annoying having to cover up my cleavage with an extra piece of fabric. I feel like my clothes should just be able to fit, and I shouldn't have to worry about my cleavage. So that's why I'm getting rid of this. I don't want to have to wear a tank top underneath, and it's too short, in my personal opinion. Next, we have this dress. So this dress really isn't that bad. It goes right above my knee. But it is see-through, so I always have to, you can't tell. Of course you can't tell on the camera, but so I always have to wear something underneath. And then it's just, this dress is cute, but like the straps are too thin, and it's like a lot of work trying to make this outfit not see-through and trying to make the straps thicker. So, I mean, it's also a very, very cheap material, so I'm just done with it. Next, we have this. Way too short, as you can see. So this is like a tennis dress. I have not worn this in 2.5 years. The back is also just a little bit much. The straps are, the straps are too thin, in my opinion, and it's too short. So I'm getting rid of it, and I've never worn it I have worn it like once or twice, but I never wore it in like 2 years. Okay, guys, next we have the miscellaneous. So I have two miscellaneous items, or three technically. So first, okay. So first is this Juicy Couture. Focus. Oh, you can't see it. Whatever. So it's this Juicy Couture necklace. And you may be thinking, like, what's wrong with this necklace? There doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it. No, it's a nice necklace. I mean, it definitely needs to be cleaned up. So I think there's quite a few reasons why I don't want to wear this. First, I have not reached for it in, how long has it been? 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. Because I replaced this necklace with my cross necklace that I wear in some videos. So I have not reached for this in 2 years because I purchased the cross crucifix necklace 2 years ago. So I just have not worn this. Not even for like a special event or anything. Second of all, it's tarnishing. I noticed that after a year of wearing this, it started to turn my neck green, so I just stopped wearing it. Third reason is that if you guys don't know this, Juicy Couture, it says Juicy Couture. They're a brand that's really, really popular for having these, like, in the early 2000s, they became really, really popular for having pants that said juicy on the butt. And they were like these tight workout sweatpants and tracksuit or whatever. So a lot of celebrities would wear these pants. A lot of people would buy these pants and it had juicy on the butt. And they just became really popular for that. So I kind of like don't want to be associated with a brand that is like known for their like juicy butt design or whatever. So I just don't want to be a part of that. My next reason is that one time I was dating a guy and I was wearing this necklace and I saw him looking at it and I thought he was trying to like look down my shirt or something. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm trying to read the letters on your necklace." And I mean, whether or not he's telling the truth, it made me think, if I wear a shirt that has little lettering across the chest or on my neck or on my butt, I shouldn't really be surprised if people are looking in those places to try and read what they say. And I should probably just avoid those kinds of clothes and jewelry. Like, am I saying that having words or an initial on your shirt or on your necklace is bad? No, you can do that. But I mean, these letters are so itty bitty. If someone like catches a glimpse of the fact that they have Juicy Couture written on them, I would also be like, what does that say? Like if a guy was wearing a necklace with like microscopic lettering, I'd be like, what does that necklace say? So honestly, I'm not offended that he did that once he like kind of explained it. But it's like a lot of people will wear shirts that have like you guys know that scene from Mean Girls where Regina George, they like cut out the circles on her t-shirt so you can see her bra underneath, and then it becomes like a trend where everybody's cutting off that part of their shirt. Well, that's kind of how I feel when people wear seashell covers or skeleton hand covers over their t-shirts, like the print design. And that's also how I feel when people wear rhinestone or like stars on their butt. It's just drawing attention to places that don't need to be drawn attention to, I guess. So, I mean, guys, I used to wear rhinestone pants, and because I was turned around, I had no idea who was looking down there. Um, but now I know, like, don't wear tight jeans and don't wear rhinestone pant or jean butt thing. There's just no purpose in those two things. And this necklace is not inappropriate. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that, like, I don't want people trying to read the necklace and then me get mad because I think that they're, like, looking down my shirt or something. Especially because I try so hard to be modest in my clothing. I don't want that situation to happen. But anyway, my next items. So let me just kind of. So this is my Deftones album, and yeah, so Deftones, I love Deftones, and I think there's a couple of their songs that are a-okay, but most of their songs, especially this album, is not. So and honestly, guys, I think that the album cover is really, like, it's a really cool idea, because, like, this is, like, one of the first 0.5 photos, everybody takes 0.5 photos nowadays, but this is, like, the first time someone did it, and she's like, but if you guys don't know this album cover, she's in a bathing suit, and you can see her cleavage and her stomach and her thighs and just everything. So the album cover is a bit inappropriate. It's not trying to be inappropriate, it just kind of is. And for the longest time, I was like, well, none of the songs have an inappropriate name, so I'm sure it's fine. But I saw this poster, this Deftones poster, in my closet, or not my closet, somewhere around the house that record came from. Like the record had this in it. And so I was just on the back looking at the songs. And let me just read you some lyrics. And I feel sickened, and who the F are you anyway, you F, it makes me sick. Sense seeing how you could bore me asleep. Who the F are you? Again. Let's see what else is here, guys. Let me think about girls, money, and new clothes. 30 nights of violence and sugar to love. Come here closer to the long fire. Flipping rock star. Ah. Huh. Trying to read more. I don't give a flip. You're plain boring. Fixated on me coming back around the fur. Prostitute, climb back down from the floor. Please don't flip around and die like this, 'cause I love her. Uh, let's see. There's this one. What else? Huh. 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 But the style is crumbling, covered in candy. I was sick. You effing slobs. So yeah, just a lot of stuff. We have girls, money, and new clothes. 30 nights of violence. Lot of swearing. Something about a prostitute crawling on the floor. So there's just like a lot of stuff with this album that I didn't really think about before. And the reason why I think I didn't really see anything wrong with it is because this album, it has like, how do you say, like the vocals, I mean, let's just be honest, the vocals are basically just moaning. Okay, I realize that now. But for the longest time, I was just like, oh, the vocals are just like so soft, and like it's a guy singing it, and typically that's when men sing, they are typically not like super, like, you know. So I really liked their music, but honestly, guys, I think a lot of their music is like, like trying to, just be very sensual. And there's nothing wrong with sex in and of itself, but I'm an unmarried woman. There's really no reason for me to be listening to songs, specifically in this album, that kind of sway me, I guess. I don't know, because what you listen to, what you see, and what you hear becomes your thoughts, becomes your words, becomes your actions. So I just don't want this kind of music to make me swear more, to make me think certain things about others, all that kind of stuff. And like I said, it's not because Smex is bad, it's just that I'm an unmarried woman. There's no reason for me to be thinking about this kind of stuff, I guess. And being celibate, people just think, oh, don't just do it. But being celibate means that you're also being celibate from other things. And I just really want to make sure I'm able to tame my thoughts and my tongue. So I don't want this album to make me think certain things, or to make me feel violent or very, very sensual or swear. Like when I used to work at the gas station, I used to swear more because my coworkers would swear, and I'd be like, dang it. Another reason why I don't want to listen to them anymore is because the lead singer, I heard that he, throughout his music career, went further and further away from God and said like how he's not Christian anymore. Um so yeah, and then on the album cover you have uh 8 balls like for pool and the balls and stuff. And then there's like smoke in the background, and a lot of the reason why people have this kind of imagery in their songs is because like the magic 8 ball and like the billiards and everything while playing pool, it's apparently supposed to mean that you're on psychedelics. And then there's also just a lot of smoking and sticking up the middle finger on the album. And here's the billard pool motif again. That means psychedelics. So 3 different photos are just like pool balls. But yeah, a lot of swear words and sensual and violence, and I like rock music. I listen to a lot of rock music, but you just gotta be careful about what to listen to. I think like Entombed and Rosemary are 2 really good songs by Deftones I still listen to because they don't make me feel or think a certain way. They just are good songs. So, yeah, guys, this is the episode 2 result of all the stuff I'm getting rid of. This one wasn't even that bad. It's just like, oh, these clothes are kind of hard to style to make them modest. Like, I could definitely wear jeans underneath this dress to make it longer. But I'm probably just not gonna do that, so I don't really see a point in doing that. I feel like it would look kind of wonky. Somebody else can pull it off, but I personally am just like, I'm over it. So someone else can style these pieces in a better way. And guys, this material is so cheap. It's so bad. I don't know why I bought it. But anyway, yeah, and then this is just, I don't want to be associated with the brand, all that kind of stuff. This swear word, sensual, everything. And yeah. So I hope you guys have a super duper awesome day. And I hope that this video was insightful into maybe if you want to change your modesty standards, or if you're thinking about it, or if you have certain brands that you didn't know held certain beliefs, or certain musicians in your collection, in your vinyl collection. So, yeah. And I mean, Deftones, I will say that they got me through a really tough time when I was 14. Like, they're not all bad or evil or anything. But now that I'm grown and now that I see it for what it is, I don't need it in my life. So, that's the lesson learned today. I hope you guys have a super awesome possum day, and bye! Also, I would just like to say that just because someone else wears these things does not mean I'm, like, judging them or anything. I just don't want them as a part of my collection, and no one's forcing me to keep them. So it's all my own personal journey, and everyone's personal journey and convictions happened at different times, but that doesn't mean we should do that as an excuse to do whatever we want. Okay, there we go. Have an awesome possum day, guys, and I will be doing a 3rd video like this, so stay tuned. Bye!